Lovely, beautiful.
George, you're the guy you think you are. Do you understand me?
Denise is rebuilding, rebranding, realigning with herself. I thrive in my vulnerability and I thrive in my authenticity. One thing I'll be damned is that when things go wrong, I was pretending while it was happening.
Yeah. People who know me know that I cannot fake to save my own life.
Yeah, even.
How will you describe your current inner state? Let's go here. Okay. Give me that pose. Give me power. Think power. Think freedom. Think liberation.
That's exactly where I am in my life right now. So thank you for the affirmation.
That's great. That's
I love it. I love it. Okay. Give me any shots.
All right, let me go. Give me more. I want that shot. I want like where, there, and then like pull the arm, push your butt out, and then like, arc your back, and then with chin looking at me. That's it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lovely. Beautiful.
George,
we can.
you're the guy you think you are. Do you understand me?
So have you always been in the theater? I mean, since I read a bit about you, obviously I had to do a research on you. Like, you have like, you started modeling at 6.
I know.
You've been in the creative space. How has that, contributed in your path up to here?
I didn't even realize that, everybody kept telling my mom, oh, your daughter's so cute. She's so cute. And she was working at Sun City Nursery School. And they were looking for kids to be on the billboard for when you enter Sun City.
Yeah.
And the scout came to the Sun City Nursery School. And I was picked to be on the billboard with a friend of mine. And then the modeling career started then. I mean, I didn't know what it was. I just knew my mom took me to places.
Yeah, that's right.
Posed and got a free burger and like some toys. It's fun, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think even with my mom, I didn't think she was planting a seed or thought it would be something. And I'm grateful she did that because I was kind of known in that environment to be used for magazines and billboards, catalogs within the Sun City franchise.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think for me, when it clicked that, maybe this is what I want to do, is my graduation for my preschool. I was asked to sing the closing song. So it was the end of your like Christmas. And so they asked me to sing I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. So I was supposed to sing with another like friend of mine in the preschool, and she got sick. And I was like, and mind you, I'm like 5-ish.
Yeah. And
they were like, you're gonna have to sing it on your own.
All by yourself.
And I thought, oh my gosh. I mean, I love the process leading up to it, doing my hair, doing my makeup, getting dressed. And I remember Mama went, okay, go. And it was literally me on stage with the pianist and a little Mr. Fake Santa Claus and an auditorium full of people. And I just started singing and I was nervous a little bit. And then I just spotted my sisters and my brother and my dad. And I saw the reaction of me performing. And then I enjoyed seeing just the reactions.
Yeah, the reaction,
like,
the feedback.
I was receiving.
That's right.
Okay, wait a minute. This might be something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Something in me that night was like, oh my gosh. And I remember I was finished. I bowed. I looked, and my mom was like ready to receive me, and I ran. And I actually ran towards my favorite teacher because she grabbed me, and the feeling that I got from doing something like that and what joy it gave people. Something in me.
Something, yeah.
I think I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I know it's got a lot to do with dancing, singing, performing. But I knew then, at 4 or 5 years old, like,
That's
okay,
great.
I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. And I think it's probably also like you got that immediate feedback from the audience. It's like,
exactly.
That's when you know that, okay, good, I'm killing it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was so amazing.
Let me have you here.
Okay.
This time you'll be really against, almost. Just, and then we'll post you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just let me know when you want the jacket.
The jacket, all right, cool. So with that, go like maybe, actually you can, there, that's it. Perfect.
Am I on the spot?
Yeah.
Why can't I get this?
I like how the angle.
She's got a long ass.
Yeah. She's taller. She's probably a German.
Long eyes. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah. So then this one, I think I know your legs is kind of it's gonna stiff, but if this one
opens a bit.
Yeah, this one opens a bit. Yeah, and then come from there, not too much. Yeah, so that you can support yourself and this one. Yeah, and then do whatever that work. And I think Anastasia, that would be the fan slightly on the corner, just a little bit of a hint. Slide. Hello, Denise.
Hi, George.
How have you been?
Yes, that's what we do.
Oh, it's so good to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
How was the shoot?
The shoot was amazing. I haven't done a shoot like that in a long time where I'm like butt naked after 2 kids. So there was a lot of, really, I would love to do this.
But honestly, you were fantastic. Like you didn't.
So much.
Nothing fell out of place.
And it helps to have a great photographer that's encouraging. And I love the concept of being able to conversate while doing a shoot, because usually you substitute that with like music.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it kind of distracted you from like, am I okay, body conscious and stuff. So first time for me, but really, really enjoyed it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. And this is what normally it happens on my private shoots.
Love it.
More like I feel that I connect with my subject or my clients more when there's like conversation taking place behind the scene. Because, you got to know a bit about them.
Yes.
Otherwise, the images look flat, there's no emotion, the nuances are not there.
Even for us as the subject, to be able to work with a photographer and, get a sense of who they are outside of being behind the lens. So that was really refreshing.
Thank you. I feel so special.
You're welcome.
So right now, you've had quite a public separation and divorce.
Oof.
Right. Where are you now? Where is Denise at right now?
Denise is rebuilding, rebranding, realigning with herself, creating new boundaries, self-love. I think what I've learned from my situationship is the lack of self-worth that I had for myself. And because of that, boundaries weren't set, a sense of self-direction, purpose got lost. And of course, motherhood does that to you. That's just like a given. When you become a mom, the old self dies out and you have to figure out this new rebirth transition in your life. Simultaneously caring for another human being, and you can never be prepared for it. Motherhood's just one of those things that you know what to expect, but until you're in it, you just don't know what to expect. So there's been a lot of highs and lows, but I think I'm in a place right now where I'm still in the process of healing, but it's that healthy processing healing where I'm not beating myself down. I'm not questioning everything. I'm not breaking down every second. I'm not emotional when when there's certain things that I experience within my environment that like triggers certain things. So I'm not in that trigger ugly healing phase. I've surpassed that, and I isolated myself on purpose. It wasn't easy because, of course, it was very public. But yeah, I'm in that healthy healing phase. The tears are there, the sleepless nights are there, but it's not suffocating. Yeah. And distorted in terms of where am I going, what am I doing, who am I, where am I, you know. There's a clear direction within the healing process. Yeah.
And it's true that they say, like, you know, when individuals are going through, whether it is divorce, separation, the grief is real.
Yeah.
Just because you are actually experiencing a loss.
Yeah.
A loss of connection, a loss of, like, you know,
what I thought my life was going to pan out to be, a loss of friends, a loss of family, you know, a loss of just like identity, because a part of you was a part of that, and then that now has fizzled. Who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? So it was layers and layers of grief that, I mean, now I understand when they say, you know, grief is a process and it's a never-ending transformation. I completely get that now.
And you have to really allow yourself to experience it for you to move through it. Because if you, a lot of, like, it's a human nature that we try to mask those feelings by, you know, being addicted, you know, getting other, you know, doing other things to get the feelings out. But, you know, invariably the feelings are, they're still gonna be there. So you have to find a way to, you know, you have to face the darkness to enjoy the light.
Exactly.
That's what,
well said.
You know, it's good in a way. I think the universe really takes us through certain paths, and we have to go through the path to arrive at our purpose.
At our proper destination. So but why does the universe do that? Like, why do we have to go through the forest and like get pricked and like
otherwise
a python like poisons my foot, it's rotting, I'm finding a doctor, but I'm in the it's like, and then afterwards go, oh, that makes sense.
Life has been so fucking boring. It would be so boring. I mean,
I want it to be boring for like 20 years.
That's good. So I see that, you know, you've been doing self-care, you know, on your social. I love the beaches you go to.
Oh, I live in Cape Town. It's the best place to heal. Oh my gosh, the water is, I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio, so water for me is like when I get in tune with the universe, with Mother Nature, with my, you know, my creator, and just to cleanse away, you know, and any chance I can just go to the beach, I do. Sometimes I don't. I have my best friends that literally go, you've been in the house for 3 days, we're outside, let's go. So I'm also grateful to have a great support system that pushes me to pull me out of the funk.
That's good. Those are the friends you need. They want to get you out of the hay, like, let's do something. So besides like going out, you know, going to the beach, exercise, what other activities are you doing to nourish the brain, your physical, your mental selves?
I journal, not as much as I would like to. I'm more spiritual than religious, so I do a lot of prayer. I do a lot of journaling to God. I write out the anger, anything that I'm suppressing and I would love to tell that specific individual. I journal it down, I tear it up, I throw it away, I let it go. I go out. I really feel like surrounding yourself with friends, partying, trying out new places. I'm dedicated to working because it's a healthy distraction, because there's a sense of like, oh, I'm getting somewhere, I'm moving somewhere. Like, you know, I'm not just stagnant. And I just have the most amazing mother. My mom is like, I mean, if you had to hear her story, it's just incredible that she's been able to stand so firm in who she is, despite the odds, and being able to juggle 4 kids and their emotions and their dynamics, and being honest and sturdy, and giving me a sense of clarity in those doubtful moments during this process.
That's really good to hear that.
Hi, Mom.
So like with this, with everything else happening
Yeah.
in your life, do you find that, does it help you to hone in into your creativity more? Or, I mean, because I know you dance as well and
Yeah.
you're a singer.
Yes.
Oh man, you are multi-talented.
I
That's
am
it.
God's
That's
baby.
it.
I'm God's chosen. Got a lot of stuff I need to do on this earth.
Yeah. So like, do you feel that whatever is going on in your life right
Yeah.
now, it makes you feel fragmented with all this other creative endeavor, creative sides of you, or it helps you to hone in more better and
Hone in more better. I think the best work of art comes from an experience of disappointment, pain, tearing of oneself, and that's where beauty is born. So it has helped me a lot with everything that I've gone through, but it's also a space that I know I'm good at what I do, and so it pours into myself, reminding me, affirming me of who I am, what my purpose is. And every time I create anything, I love the response of people outside, the external response, because it gives me a sense of, as much as I'm doing it for myself, there's probably someone out there that just needed that little bit of chuckle or that little bit of relatability to go, I'm not alone, I'm okay. And sometimes in the dark, you get to have a moment with yourself and laugh and like move right along. Because what's the point in staying in your funk forever? It serves you nothing.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Like, I think, and there are times where I can really relate, in a way, because I think what you've gone through, most people don't know, because I also lived in North America, in Toronto for 17 years.
Canada.
And I went through a divorce, and then I had to come back 2019. So like, I became aware of you. I didn't know who you were, to be honest.
Offended?
No, honestly, like, I had no idea. I was browsing in the news, because this is what I keep myself.
Yeah.
As a creative and as a responsible adult, you always
Exactly.
have to know what's going on
Current
around you.
affairs, yeah.
Yeah. So I stumbled on your story, and whilst I was reading, I said, wow, like,
That's a little bit of my story. Huh?
yeah, it's like there's so many parallels that I thought, okay.
And you'd be very surprised how many people have gone through something like this and are going through it, because as soon as it was put out in public, the many emails and DMs and women and mothers and even men, that are just like, what do I do? This is my story. This is so unfair. What about the children? There's so many layers to it, and so many people are going through it. So,
I mean, like, it's a human nature. We are not perfect. Nobody's
course
perfect. Relationships are not perfect.
yeah.
But I think we are delusional that, since two loving people got together, when it eventually ends in a way that lovingly we go away, but it's not the case.
It's not the same. There's no lovingly separation another.
So yeah, it does happen, but well done to you that the stuff that you've been doing.
Thank you.
I see now you are back on the screens.
Yes, I am.
Things are going on.
God is
And
good, man.
what are the current projects that you can talk about that's exciting for you?
I just wrapped up a cool campaign with DSTV Now that should be airing soon. Catch me on the highways. I might be on all your billboards.
All right.
And I'm doing a exciting show with Netflix, but I can't say anything about it now because of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, back into the acting. I'm looking at working on my album. I'm looking at working on a few things. I can't say.
But can you talk a bit about your album?
Oh gosh, I've been recording music for at least about 15 years. And anybody who knows me knows that from studying musical theater, my first intuition was diving into music. Wasn't really received well, but it's fine. We can always dust ourselves and try again. So for me, I just wanted to create an album that is authentic, that is relatable, that has you singing at the top of your lungs in the shower and dancing and dipping and doing it in the clubs, all in one package. Bit of pop, R&B, funk, and a little bit R&B soul.
Okay.
So we're still in the like beginning stages because I've got a lot of music that I've recorded that, then didn't sit. People couldn't gravitate to it, where now it fits with the times. So I'm working with about 3-4 producers and try to see how we can use some of my catalog and how we can transition it into this final product that we're trying to put together with a bit of new, with a bit of fresh, with a bit of funk. It's quite the process, but one of my favorite things is just being in studio. I write all my songs. I like to sit with the producers and even kind of create the beats and get the feel of where I want the song to go that is aligned with the lyrics. So it's a process, but like worthwhile for me. It's such a therapeutic process for me to be in the recording studio.
Great. I think I can foresee we are now going to experience Denise 2.0.
2.057373458910.
Yes. No, that's very exciting. And I mean, you are multifaceted, obviously. And some people say, you are the funny Denise, the jovial Denise. Like, how do you separate that funny self into transition to a more like a serious acting or serious project? Are people able to, do you feel that people are able to separate you?
Funny enough, I don't. If you look at my acting career, I'm kind of been very stereotyped. I'm the, booty out, boobs out, funny jokester, best friend to the friend, and just always kind of causing some kind of drama or like comical experience within the shows that I work in. I'm dying to find a script where I can be bare, naked, pouring myself, crying. Anybody who knows me, who studied musical theater with me, know that I am an immediate crier. Like, you don't need me to have a moment and then get the tears rolling.
You don't need Vicks. They put Vicks in your eye.
I'm like, what is it? Was it Robin Williams who said, or was it Jim Carrey, who said that the most depressed people are the funniest, the ones that have gone through the most, or are more tapped into the emotional self, are the most comical. And so, as much as I'm very comical, I can go down there and tap into that switch and let it rip. So I'm dying to get the opportunity to have those very intricate, intimate roles, very vulnerable roles. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm working. I do love the stereotypical character that I've been placed in the industry. But I would love to kind of expand my repertoire in terms of my acting.
Well, that's good. And I believe since you are back in the scene, working, as long as you put in the work, certainly, there'll be more stuff coming, and that's how it should be, right?
Insight in mind is the purpose right now.
Do you feel that you have your network, pre-marriage, during the relationship? You think that your network or your friendship has changed or reduced, or people have drifted away?
I mean, from a personal perspective, I've practically lost I would say 80% of people I thought they were in my corner.
And why was that?
I mean, I guess at least I can speak for myself is that, when you put yourself out there way too much without setting any boundaries or having a sense of self-worth, it gives people the liberty to use and abuse you and take your kindness and compassion for weakness to serve them. And when it doesn't serve them, they just kind of disintegrate. And that was a very big lesson that I had to learn, that sometimes setting boundaries doesn't mean you are not intentionally trying to, have a relationship with a person, but that it's important to establish a good foundation within the relationship with the person. So from a personal perspective, I mean, a lot of people know also about how, my situationship kind of occurred, and that's just, a quarter of the layer. But I also have, appreciated the universe that, when you go into a transition to elevate, there's certain people that need to fall away. And if you are that type of person who can't let go, the universe will do that for you.
Yeah.
And that's where really the true pain comes in, because it's not a choice that you gave for yourself, but the universe said, this person is not for you. The universe will forcefully do that for you. And that's where it was really tough for me. But I appreciated looking back and standing in where I'm at now, that, when you're in the transition phase, some people gotta be left behind. From a professional level, I've always made it an effort to be kind and compassionate and respectful to every single person on set, whether you're makeup, whether you are sound, whether you are, whoever. Everybody's on the same level. Everybody needs each other to make this production come together. So everybody is of value for what we're trying to create. So I make an effort to try and know everybody's name, have a chuckle, not take things seriously. If there's a little bit of tension, break the ice. And I think that's helped me in my career to solidify my relationships, because all the people back then that were very important to the establishment of my career are still here now. So I've been grateful in terms of that. I think that's why I've been able to always kind of tag back into work, even after I had my first daughter. And I was out the game for like 3 years. And being able to just be called back in, people trust my work, trust what I've done. And and I think I bring something very different to the industry that hasn't been replaced, not that I've noticed. And so there's always a little bit of Denise that is kind of needed in terms of shows that are being produced.
That's really good.
Yeah.
And you're really good at, when you mentioned that break the ice, you're pretty good at it. Normally, it's my job. It's my job to break the ice when a client, somebody walking. Most people are very timid, they're very nervous when they walk in through the studio. And my years of experience, I've trained myself to detect it right away. So I can find a way to make them. But
The mood switch.
as soon as you walk through the door, I'm like, okay, all right, good.
Yeah, I know.
Good. We are.
Because sometimes people then go, oh, she's coming, or oh, he's coming. And it's like, guys, we all are working for one common goal.
That's right.
So let's all come within the same energy of respecting yourself enough to know that you are valued in the space. So, and if I see someone who's timid, I'm pulling them out of that timid, self-doubt energy. We don't need that. We need you to be at your best. That's why you're here. That's why you're needed. That's why we need you to make this come together.
Yeah. I remember, like, back in Canada, I was working elsewhere, and there were a whole lot of people. And it was my first time on the job. Like back in the day when I had to juggle a lot of things. And there was one old lady who approached me during the lunch break. And she was like, when you walked in, you didn't seem like somebody who's new here. You walk in like you own the place.
That's how you do it, George.
You walk in like you own the place.
You know everybody, you know the walls, you know the secrets.
You were so confident. And I think that's been being a Gemini, a typical Gemini is. You can, own the space. You can go in, and sometimes it's not great because then you bring it too much attention
to yourself, and it might intimidate the next person.
Exactly. So I'm learning to balance myself, read the room now. As I'm maturing and I'm also becoming more spiritual now these days. So but with you, how has your family played a role in post everything? When I say post,
my family and I are very, very close. We're quite a lot of my friends like to call us like the Kardashian close. Too close.
Oh yeah.
Too much intertwined in each other's businesses. I think we're working on that now. I think we're all learning that we're all adults. We all have our individual space. And my mom's like, I'm too old to manage all of your conflicts, But we've always been close, and we've always been very honest with each other. Not always at the time that it's needed, but we've always been able to, come together and call things for what they are and find a solution. And being able to assist each other in kind of moving forward and healing. So, but I mean, my mom, I'm not as close with my father anymore. I actually don't really have a relationship with him anymore. But my mom has just been, that woman is just amazing. And I know every person speaks about this, about their moms, which is great. But my mom, Rosie Morosi, has been a pillar. She's a Virgo. She will call things out for what it is, whether you like it or not. Even as small as, why did you buy those shoes? You look ridiculous. And no, I'm not going out with you looking like that. And she's always the prettier one in the room, the best dressed in the room. So we've also had a woman that takes pride in who she is and how she presents herself to the world and how she shows up in the world for herself, for her children.
Yeah.
So she has been really like the matriarch who just holds things together. So I've been blessed in that regard. Not a lot of people, I don't think, can say that. Usually when things fall apart, everything falls apart.
Yeah.
And she's a great grandmama, she loves her grandkids. And so anything outside of her is an extension of her, and she is going to protect that by any means necessary.
So you think that, I know we mentioned a little bit during the shoot about how your mom has been quite pivotal in, who you are now.
Absolutely.
But, oftentimes a lot of people that I know, I'm fortunate to not have experienced that, but a lot of people that I know didn't have a father figure in their lives. And, some, even though they are adult, some of them still miss that and they seek that kind of approval. Do you think your case is similar, or?
I think, end of the day, my father was a great provider. My father was, if you needed something, he will make sure it gets done and he gets it done. In terms of having an intimate relationship with, like, as a father and daughter, more emotional, spiritual level, that was very difficult. I don't know if it's an African thing or a man thing, I can't speak for a man, but I definitely did lack that kind of connection with him. And I think it projected in my choice of men and also kind of my personality development, because I used to be very shy. Anybody who knows me, I used to be very, very shy. And I realized, and I used to be such an ugly duckling, it was insane. And I realized the one time I cracked a joke in class, I think I was like 7 or 8. And I realized it's better for people to laugh with you than at you. And so I honed that funny side of me, and just the fact that lacking that connection with my father, there was a sense of abandonment and, not being seen or heard. And so what is the best way to be seen and heard in a group of people or with anybody? You make them laugh. You make them feel seen.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, I took that as what it was until I started reflecting on how it does project towards people, what that does for people.
Yeah.
And I think it was in that moment where I thought entertainment is for me, because it's bigger than just putting on a facade, making people like you, being accepted. But it's what you do and how people gravitate to that changes their sense of self being in the space, in the environment. So, yeah.
Wow. Thanks for sharing that. Because I think the more I talk to my, other friends who are, have been through that situation, like, my father was also a provider, a good provider, and a good disciplinarian. We are 5 boys.
Oh my gosh.
So
How did your mama do it?
And guess what? My mom's favorite sport is boxing. And
Really?
It's not by accident.
No, yeah. There were 5, 6 of you guys.
It's not by accident. There'll be a time where my mom's friends will be visiting. This is when we're young, My mom's friends will be visiting and we'll be knocking the hell out of each other. And my mom got to a point where it's okay, well, they're not going to stop. They're going to, whatever I say. and they'll call, Susie, stop them. My mom's like, yeah,
Boys will be boys.
they'll stop. But when my dad is at home,
Yeah.
you wouldn't dare.
Of course.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah. But he would discipline us.
Yeah.
My mom also, obviously, that's what made her a strong woman, because 5 boys is not easy, my mom, they never spared the rod, but I think I'm fortunate to have them in my life as growing up, because as an adult, I understand. And also, I've gotten a point where I don't fault them too much, because they did what they knew best.
Yeah. That's also a big lesson as well.
Exactly.
People will only give you what they know.
Exactly. So now that I'm adult and I know other things, I try to also do better than, I'm not saying they were bad parents, but I want to be a better parent to my children than what my parents were to me.
Generation evolution.
Exactly. Because the Ghanaians have a saying, Sanya, which means this was always been done.
Yeah.
People don't like change. But hell, if
change is good.
Change is good.
Change is good.
Change is good. So yeah, I'm very glad that we're able to connect today, and that you're able to share the other side of Denise that most people don't know. So and I've been, photographing you and connecting with you. I'm like, okay.
There's a little bit more to this crazy gal.
You have layers. And I think you have to be comfortable with an individual for you to share that kind of self. So I wouldn't say you're an onion. Are you you have to peel to get to you? No, you're not.
No, it's just that I'm, because my exterior is funny-go-lucky, kiki-kaka the whole time. No one thinks that there is more layers to me. But I'm a very open person. I believe life is about being vulnerable and being honest, no matter how it looks. Because end of the day, most of us are going through quite similar things, maybe in different environments and different kind of experiences, circumstances. But we all want to be seen. We all want to be heard. We all want to belong. And we all want to be loved. Everybody.
Yeah.
And that's the common thread. And however it looks like, it's however it looks like. I thrive in my vulnerability. And I thrive in my authenticity. I rather have something gone wrong knowing that I was my full authentic self, honest, loyal self in that space. So when it does disintegrate, it was not for me. And I can move on from that. Might not be easy, the process of moving, acknowledging the circumstance or whatever's going on. But one thing I'll be damned is that when things go wrong, I was pretending while it was happening.
Yeah.
Because I cannot then identify what did go wrong. Where did I go wrong? Where did I mislead myself or, miss the mark? I can only do that if I was authentically myself within the process. So.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Authenticity. Is that a word?
Authenticity is key.
It is key.
Yeah.
And I think that people who know me know that I cannot fake to save my own life.
Yeah, even George, I don't like you. I'm gonna let everybody know it.
I find it so hard to fake things. Like there was a time I got invited to a certain event, and I knew who was going to be there.
Yeah.
And I've talked a little bit to other people about my spirituality now, that I'm able to really sense. So if I'm going somewhere and I'm really in tune about how I feel.
Yeah.
And then when I'm there, how do I feel when I'm there? And then when I leave, how do I feel after? Right. So this event, I wasn't really feeling like, feeling as if I want to be there.
Yeah.
So I called a buddy of mine, say, hey, buddy, come with me to this. And we showed up, and everybody else was pretending.
The most exhausting thing ever, even if you don't say anything.
Yeah, and I tried to be cordial, and just everybody's just superficial, trying to be, as if...
The main one.
Yeah.
The main guy, the main girl. Yeah.
Or trying to be who they are not.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I called my guy, say, you know what, I think the energy here is too heavy.
Gots to go.
Say hello and leave. So yeah, be authentic. I'm very people meet me that I'm very myself.
I can
authentic
agree. I can
and
attest to that
truly.
for sure.
So, and also it shows in my work if because I have to feel it.
Yeah.
If I don't feel it, it's not it.
Exactly.
You know, creatively I show up and I would say, to be honest, there's certain project or shoot that I'm not feeling it from the beginning.
Yeah.
But once things start going and I let the creative flow just ascend on me and descend it, and then things go super good.
Well, it's an honor, first of
Yeah,
all, to be working with
super
you
good.
and having you take shots of me. I couldn't believe it when you called me. I was like, me?
Yeah, you know,
like, what
there are certain people that I've reached out to about this, right? And I think most of them are waiting to see what it's all about, and I hope that they will respond.
Yeah.
But some people, when I
Reach
ask them,
out,
they
yeah.
say, "Oh hell, yes,
Yeah.
I'm coming."
Oh, yeah. I was like, yeah.
This is a unique thing. This is different. I want to be part of it.
Yeah.
So, but I'm very excited where this is going. But creatively, like, what's your biggest fear?
A lot of people don't know this. I have a lot of stage fright.
No way.
I know.
No way.
People don't believe. Stage fright, can't. Don't. It's the weirdest thing because I stand for being authentic and showing up as your true self. But when it comes to like certain, corporate gigs, where we want a little bit of Denise, which sometimes I kind of hide behind her sometimes. But there's still a sense of we want you within that process. I just get stage fright. Funny enough, I studied musical theater, so live is my thing. But with musical theater on stage, you have to remember that the stage is lit and the audience isn't. So I can't see
you don't
anybody.
see what's there, yeah.
It's pitch black.
Which is good because you don't see anyone.
You're in this world, this fantasy world that you're creating for everybody, even though there's like thousands of people in the auditorium, you don't see anybody. But if it's like a very corporate and business people and serious people, because I'm also like a jokester, like to get me serious, I don't know, you need to like hide me in a room for 3 days in the dark and then I'll come and be like mellow. But I get stage fright when it comes to being very immaculate, meticulous, and
I would never have guessed.
I swear.
I would never. I think you cover it up well.
oh my God. And also when it's meet the parents for the first time or the family, the sister, the brother, if we're dating, I'm like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And then it's like, my laugh is like, now it's like, so that's literally like the one thing the shine, the old Qua-Enoo Denise shyness comes in.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in closing, we're just about to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I know you just shared this thing about I was gonna ask you another question.
Yeah.
Like, what can you tell about Denise that most people don't know? But you've already shared this stage fright, which
Stage fright. I'm a homemaker. I'm family orientated first. Like, as I love what I do in the arts, but I love to be a mom. I love to wife. I love to pack lunches. I love to learn a new recipe. Cookouts. I love to have people over. I love to cook, try new recipes. I'm arts and crafty. I'm DIY kind of girl. If I want a cupboard, I want to know how to build it and like find the right shade. I'm a very homebody. Like, I love to bring people together. I love to host. I'm OCD. I'm like, that cup should be there. Okay. It's not.
Nah, that's okay. No.
That's me. Okay, let me hold it. Okay, no, it's busy. Okay, I'm looking. Okay, there.
I can be a bit
OCD.
I can be a bit OCD as well. I've got certain people come to my place, and in the mornings I know where my watch is.
Yeah.
I know where my beats are. I know, and I've got a few comments like, where everything is.
It's so true.
That's where That's
Like,
where they're supposed to be.
If I forget something or somebody needs something and it's coming by the house, I can direct them. Once you go into the door, the cupboard on your left, there's this and this on the shelf. Go to the top shelf. It's next to the middle of the yellow bra and that's where you'll find it. I can navigate through anything that is mine, whether I'm there or not.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go like in closing, lightning, very fast questions.
Okay.
And
Should I be scared?
um,
We'll see.
so I say, in your past self, like pre-break, see, could you see now? I mean, sorry, let me rephrase the question. Let
No worries.
okay. In one image or metaphor, okay, how will you describe your current inner state?
Rising like a phoenix.
That is powerful.
That's where I'm at now. I feel like I was in that ego process. That theory. This is something my therapist was telling me the other time. That's just kind of where I'm at. So when an ego has lived 40 years, they have a crossroad. It's either you go through the transition of tearing at your own beak,
yes,
and your claws, and shedding your feathers, and going up to the highest peak of the mountain, which is usually the coldest.
In one image or metaphor, how will you describe your current inner state?
Rising like the phoenix. Yeah. I was actually speaking to my therapist. She was telling me that I was going through this, that ego theory phase where they either decide to transform or die and disintegrate.
Yeah.
They fly up to the peak of the mountain, and it's up to them to kind of break their beak, pull out their feathers with their claws, be bare, the highest peak of the mountain, which is the most freezing place to be, and to sit in all of that injury and let the beak regrow, the claws, the feathers, all of it, to come back to spread their wings and fly. And they have the choice, or just because their feathers get heavy, so they can't stay, they can't fly anymore. So either you drop dead or you tear yourself down to rebuild yourself again. And I was in that kind of process and space. And now I feel like I'm rising from the ashes.
Beautiful. That's very, very beautiful. Yeah. Okay. What is one small practice or ritual or daily gesture you do or want to do that brings you back to yourself?
I would like to. I mean, I don't think I do anything specific besides making sure I have a phone call with my mother in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Like, that's really how we are. Yeah. But ideally, I want to end off being on a beautiful plot of land with my own vegetable garden and having a routine regimen where I have a cup of coffee when I wake up, go out to my garden, speak life to my vegetables and flowers, pick something out, get some eggs from the chicken, cook a nice healthy breakfast, and sit on the porch and take in the scenery. That's the dream.
That's a dream.
That's the dream.
Very, very tranquil, very relaxing, very good.
Yeah.
All right. One last one.
Okay.
When you are old and reflect on your life, what do you hope your children, your friends, or your collaborators will say about you?
Well, I'll start with my collaborators, that experiencing me allowed them to want to experience themselves more.
That's great.
Friends and family, friends that being in their lives, I would like them to take away from the fact that love, loyalty does exist. Family, that no matter how many lifetimes we have together, I'm always right for you. And for my girls, that life is going to life. And as a woman of color, it's going to life harder than others.
Yes.
Don't let that be a crutch, but let that be your superpower.
That's good.
And being a woman, so sorry, George, but it's the best experience life has to offer.
And we are very grateful to you women in our lives. Right? Yeah. We need the feminine energy as well. Even the males, we do have the feminine. I think society has taught or indoctrinated us to suppress that feminine side.
Exactly.
So we always have to show up with the masculine.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's not even the healthiest.
Yeah.
Well, so we need to dig deeper and let that feminine side evolve.
Yeah.
And balance it, like the yin and yang.
Exactly. Feminine energy brings a sense of balance to self.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Which is why I love my woman.
Yes.
But I'm very, very grateful to have you here. It's been a wonderful session.
Thank you so much for having
And
me. Loved it.
I have the feeling that this is not going to be the last.
I hope not.
So
I love your work. I will work with you for the rest of my days.
It's good. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So, so this wraps up the sessions with George Qua-Enoo. And it's been a great, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you. You too.
In your upcoming project and what you're working on. And, I'll pray for you that things go well for you and you get what you really deserve in your life.
Thank you so much.
You are such a sweet person.
I receive.
All right.
I receive.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Denise Zimba.